Well, yeah, another common question we get is what actually was your path to Unity? How did you find it? What was what caught your eye?
Um, well, in June, a friend introduced me to Brett Weinstein, and so I was watching his podcast and saw him on Joe Rogan, and that was the first time I heard about Unity. But I didn't get involved right away. Well, at first I was like, oh, I need to jump on this, and so I emailed him from his website, but then didn't get a response to that for a while. And in the meantime, I joined the volunteer Slack, but it was really disorganized at the beginning. I know we all know that. And so I wasn't sure how to get involved. And I also wasn't totally sold on it as a solution, I guess. And then it was the first campfire when Eric talked that I really got on board with, like, even if I don't think it can work, it's still worth doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talked about learned, like everyone else has learned helplessness, and even if this doesn't seem probable, just the fact that you're demonstrating like the opposite, you're demonstrating initiative instead of learned helplessness. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's true. Like, and that's been me, right? Like that was my cynicism. Like I didn't get very engaged in politics. I did vote, but I didn't join a party because I was cynical about them. In some ways, that's still actually kind of the case. But I wasn't very politically active because I was like, oh, well, my vote's not going to change anything anyway.
Yeah. And I think the level of disorganization or chaos or whatever you want to ascribe it to within the movement was something that for me, I know kind of kept me a little bit at a distance, and it was very helpful to find some of the groups, particularly the podcast in specific, that just felt more aligned and more like a well-oiled machine. So I just ran into, there were a lot of areas and circles that I was interested in getting involved, but dipping my toes in the water, so to speak, it just was like I don't know, it didn't feel quite right, like the podcast did. So it was helpful to find a home that we all seem to be working together in the same direction. Yeah. So